Welcome to my beginner's quick start guide for Modern Warfare Remastered on the PlayStation 4, although lots of these hints and tips will apply equally to the Xbox One and the PC. Now, this month, March 2019, Modern Warfare Remastered has been released for free as one of your PS Plus games, so I thought it would be good to go back and revisit some of the basics to kind of introduce you to the game, a beginner's quick start guide. So you've got the campaign, and Modern Warfare has got some of the best campaign missions you'll find in a Call of Duty, so stick it on medium or easy, work your way through the campaign and you'll have some great times. And then undoubtedly you'll want to play the multiplayer. Now, what's really good about the Modern Warfare multiplayer is that it's bare bones Call of Duty multiplayer. It's guns with a minimum number of attachments. There's a minimum number of perks. There's very few score streaks. It's nice and simple. It's just you know, 6 versus 6, running around shooting rifles at each other, calling in UAVs, calling in airstrikes, calling in helicopters, and that's about it really. The maps are a good size. They're a good mix of open maps and closed maps, and you have lots of fun. The movement is very basic. So, you know, it's run around, it's crouch, it's lie down. There's not that much recoil in the guns. They're fairly easy to control, and you will have a good, simple time. And that's what I really like about Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, you see I've gone to play online. So what we'll do, you've got the different games to play, I would recommend probably Team Deathmatch is always a good one, because there's plenty of people in the playlist, so you'll find games nice and quickly, and play standard. Now, the creator class system, if you're familiar with Call of Duty, you know, you'll see this, but you'll think it's a bit basic. And as with all Call of Duties, you start off with some basic weapons that don't really have any attachments, and then as you progress through the game, you'll start to unlock them and unlock more and more custom slots that you can use. So, for example, a really good weapon, obviously, is the AK-47 to start off with, and then, oops, excuse me, let's go to the AK-47. And then you can choose to put an attachment on it. You've got the noob tube, as it's called, the grenade launcher. You can put that on there, very popular. I like putting red dot sights on mine. And then you can choose your sidearm, M1911 for me, your tactical, stun grenade, smoke grenade, whatever you prefer. And then you've got your 3 perks. Because I haven't chosen to put a grenade launcher on my gun, means I can have 2 RPGs if I like, which is good, and that they're really good fun to use, very inaccurate but good fun. Perk 2, you've really got a choice between 2, I think. Stopping Power, which gives you more bullet damage, or Juggernaut, which gives you more health. I tend to go with Stopping Power, but either of those would be good. And Perk 3, I tend to go for Deep Impact, which means that you'll get more wall bang. So if you're shooting at somebody and they're behind cover, you know, the bullets will go through with more and cause more damage on the other side. My favourite weapon probably, actually though, is the M4 carbine. Really like this because it doesn't have much recoil at all. It's a laser beam. Stick that red dot on it and you'll be taking enemies down in no time at all. What you want to be doing though is don't go straight into multiplayer online. Go to local and LAN play. And what you can do here is you can create a game. So we can say on the map Bog, play Team Deathmatch. We can have, say, I don't know, 5 friendly bots. Let's have 6 enemy bots. Let's make the bots recruits. Because when you do practice games, you don't want good bots that are going to kill you loads. Because what you want to do is you want to get used to the mechanics of the game. Now, they're the normal Call of Duty mechanics, you know, left trigger to aim, right trigger to fire, all that sort of stuff. But by creating some custom games where it's you versus bots, you'll really be able to get a feel for the movement and the ergonomics of Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Because remember, this is an old game, and although they have improved it and remastered it, and it does look a lot better, it does feel a little bit jerky as you're moving around, and it takes a bit of getting used to, you know, as you're bouncing off stuff. So let's go in with my M4. This is a nice map, Bog. It's got some open areas and it's got some closed areas, and again what you're using this for is just to get used to the feel of the guns, learning the maps and becoming familiar with the game. Now you can't reload when you're sprinting, so remember that.
Our UAV is online. Airstrike standing by. Helicopter support standing by.
Right, let's call in
Friendly chopper on the way.
a helicopter. And again, just gets used to calling in airstrikes, calling in UAVs, getting accurate with the gun. So, if you press up on your D-pad, that will give you your night vision. If you press left, that will give you your RPGs. Here comes my whee! Here comes my helicopter. Let's fire an RPG. Let me show you. Ooh. And then right on the D-pad would be my score streak if I've earned one. And it's all very simple. It's just UAVs, bombing runs, and attack helicopters. Now you can take out helicopters with RPGs, and I think probably shooting at them as well. But I wouldn't worry about it too much. So play this sort of thing. Get used to the feel of the weapons, get used to the feel of the movement, moving around the game, you know, going prone, going through doors.
UAV recon standing by. Our UAV
Calling in
is
score
online.
streaks.
Airstrike standing by.
Let's call in an airstrike.
Friendly airstrike on the way. Helicopter support standing by.
And then when you're happy with it, you know,
We're about to win this one. Keep up the fire.
head off onto the multiplayer.
Mission accomplished.
And then, as I say, what you want to be doing is you want to be playing team deathmatch. Aim to get the M4 carbine as a weapon, putting a red dot on it. You'll find it very easy to control, and just work your way through learning the maps. With Call of Duty, it's all about learning the maps. It's all about just seeing how you can move around on the flanks, watching your mini-map, thinking where the enemies are going to be coming from, and then getting round to the side and shooting for them from there. Okay, but if you do lots of these local and into the field of Modern Warfare Remastered. Right, so there we go. There's a little quick start beginner's guide. Hopefully it's been helpful. Hopefully it's got you confident and ready to have a go. It really is lots of fun, and it's so much fun going back to basics with this sort of shooter in an era where we've got games with grappling hooks, rocket packs, you know, sliding and all this sort of stuff, where Modern Warfare Remastered is good, old-fashioned, solid Call of Duty. Anyway, that's enough from me. If you enjoyed the video, hit like, if you want to see more, subscribe, put your questions and comments down below, and I will see you again soon.